So let's look up S&P 500 heat map. So first of all, what is the S&P? The S&P 500 is a collection of 500 different stocks. It's literally 500 stocks in it. Every year they may take out and add some. Like for example, if a stock has been performing bad for 2 years, they may take that one out and replace it with one that's been doing good. I think Tesla just made it to the S&P 500 maybe a few years ago, I believe. Walmart been in it for years. Johnson and Johnson, Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Disney, Netflix, Visa, JP, like all of the heavyweights, McDonald's, all of them in there. Which leads me to my next point. I would recommend just buying S&P 500 stock, or on Robinhood, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Because the people that pick these stocks, they do this for a living. Now, if you're more of a hands-on person, I'll show you how to pick the stocks from the best of the best, so to speak. So this is the heat map. Over here to the left, you could change it. Let's just put it on 1 year performance. So the map will show you, the red is the ones that's been dropping, the green is the ones that's been doing good over the last year. So if you want to, I would say invest $1,000, right? You got $1,000, I would say split it up. You want to diversify. One of the mistakes I made when I first started was I bought so many different stocks within the same industry. So it's a saying that stocks follow the leader. So whichever stock is doing the best within that certain industry or sector, what they call them, that's the one that you should buy. So in this case, it's this company, Eli Lilly and Company. So instead of me going, and what I would do, I bought Walmart, Walgreens, Dollar Tree. Kroger. I just went crazy. But the thing to do is, don't buy Ford and GM and just buy whichever one is doing the best. So in this sector, let's look at Apple. Out of these, whatever AMD is, that one is up 23%. So in this case, I would pick a company like Apple over AMD. But I mean the point is, instead of going and buying Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer and Novavax, just buy whichever one is doing the best. Instead of trying to, and spread your money out over different sectors. So you see right here where it says technology, buy a little bit of Apple, spend $250 on Apple. Come over here, put $250 in Amazon. Come down here, put some in PayPal or well, of course not PayPal. It's down 67%. But you get what I'm saying. You want to kind of spread it out. United Healthcare, it's up 17% over a year. So instead of coming in here and buying all this stuff, CVS and Cigna, United Health, just buy one here, one there. And since the pandemic, a lot of places have been going digital. So Square, PayPal, Zoom, things like that have been going crazy for the last couple of years. So this is the heat map. This is what when the news say the market, they talking about either the S&P 500, the Dow, which is only 30 stocks, and then the NASDAQ, which is mostly tech companies, technology stocks. So now that we got that out the way, let's look at Robinhood. So Robinhood is pretty user friendly, and let's building on the last point that I made about just buying S&P instead of trying to figure out how to pick the right stocks. So we're gonna come over here and type in SPY. So what is SPY? SPY follows the S&P 500, and it'll tell you right here. It says SPY tracks a market cap weighted index of U.S. large and mid cap stocks selected by the S&P committee. The listed name for SPY is S&P 500 ETF. So you buying this is just like buying the S&P 500. If you were to look at a chart of the S&P 500, it'll look exactly like this. So what you do after this, you just come, you either you want to buy in shares or buy in dollars. So let's just say you buy in dollars, you come and put $250. And at the bottom, it'll show you how much shares you got from that dollar amount. So in this case, one share is $389. So if we buy $250 worth, we don't get a whole share. And then I don't have money in this account. So in this case, you will click review order, and then it will take you to another screen where you basically confirm and that's it. You own $250 of the S&P.